Hi, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils Health Matters and Living the Wholesome Life. And we are taking a break for what we usually do. Usually we're doing positive, peaceful affirmations following Dr. Susan Lawton's book. Last week, and this week, doTERRA has blessed us with BOGO days. And this is actually the last of the BOGO days, so the last of the opportunities to hop on and get some beautiful oils for free. But we'll be back next week talking about hopping back on and following Dr. Susan Lawton's pattern. Today we have 3 oils to be talking about because the BOGO for today is when you buy a Melissa for $115, you get a free Roman chamomile and a free yellow mandarin. So it's a beautiful, beautiful oil. Because we're going to be talking about 3 different oils, we're going to be breaking them up into 3 different sections just so that you can learn about each of the oils in the BOGO at your own convenience. And anyway, so the affirmation. So the first oil we're going to be talking about is Melissa Essential Oil. But before I talk about the Melissa, I want to give you a beautiful affirmation to be pairing with the oil, and that is this. As I abandon old habits and choose new positive ones, obstacles fall away. I feel love, success, and fulfillment raining down on me in great measure, and that brings me joy. So I'm just going to repeat that affirmation because I know that some of you guys like to write them down, so here's the repeat of that. As I abandon old habits and choose new positive ones, obstacles fall away, and I feel love, success, and fulfillment raining down on me in great measure, and that brings me joy. So, and the song that I wanted to pair with this with Melissa oil, because Melissa is a very restorative oil, is a song called Strong by McKenna. Is it Dixon, honey?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, I will put the song for you in the comments. So now we're going to be hopping on to both the physical and the emotional benefits of Melissa Essential Oil. So Melissa is a plant, and the essential oils actually come from the leaves of the oil, and the leaves have a delicate lemony scent. Sometimes the plant is called lemon balm. It's part of the mint family, and it grows in North Africa and in the Mediterranean. And Caleb, can you turn down that sound? And it thinks. Anyway, it takes about 66 pounds of Melissa leaves to make a 5 ml bottle. It's one of the plants that yields the lowest amount of oil, which is why it is so expensive to make and to buy. And it is a very expensive oil, but it's so good, and it gives people such profound changes that I'm going to say that it's definitely worth the price. Melissa has been used in traditional health practices in Europe for over 2,000 years, and it's one of the earliest recorded medicinal plants. It's been used to support cognitive health and immune function. The Emperor Charlemagne is said to have ordered Melissa grown in his herb gardens in his empire. Okay, so I think that's all of the background that I wanted to give you on Melissa. Here is some of its physical benefits. When taken internally, Melissa can help support a healthy immune response, and it also provides antioxidant support. Like frankincense, Melissa is very supportive to good cellular health. The citral content in particular supports healthy cellular functions in the nervous system when taken internally. So you can take 1 drop of Melissa oil under the tongue every morning to promote healthy cellular function, healthy cognitive health, and to soothe the nervous system. Melissa can aid can boost mood and can aid us in fighting depression. So for that, you can apply it to your wrist, the back of your ears, the back of your neck, and your heart area. You can also take 1 drop of Melissa underneath your tongue. Now, in telling you that you can take Melissa internally, I am only going to say that I would ever only do that with doTERRA essential oils, and this is why. Because doTERRA third-party tests every single batch of oil, not just every second batch, every 100th batch, every 1000th batch. No, doTERRA third-party checks every single batch of oil to make sure it doesn't have any contaminants in it, to make sure it doesn't have any fillers, to make sure that the only thing that's in your bottle of Melissa oil is 100% certified pure, therapeutic grade Melissa oil. Now, can all of doTERRA's oils be ingested? And the answer to that is no, because some plants are made to be ingested and some plants are not made to be ingested. And so, but it's very, very easy to see whether your doTERRA oil can be ingested, and that's that you're going to look for the supplement facts, and it's going to look a little bit like that. It's going to look like the food facts on your cereal box, right? And it's going to tell you how to use it. And also on your bottle, if you can use it internally, it's going to have for internal use. So you're going to look for the supplement facts. You're going to look for the print that says for internal use, and that's how you know that Melissa can be used internally. Now back to that third-party testing. So doTERRA has a site called Source2You where it publishes all of the results on every single batch of oil. So doTERRA puts your batch number on the bottom of your bottle, and you can go to a site called Source2You, type in your batch number, and you can see all of the results that have been done from all the tests on your batch of essential oils. So I love how committed doTERRA is on being a transparent company and on pursuing what is pure. Pursuing what is pure. Okay. So you can definitely take Melissa internally. I just put it under. I would show you how Melissa, you can just put a drop underneath your tongue, but my Melissa is coming out very, very slowly. So it would take way too long to do that. I think it's because I'm at the bottom of my bottle. I don't know if you can see that, but we're down to the last probably 5 or 10 drops in there. I've been diffusing it today, but earlier on today, I did put a drop of Melissa into my bottle, into my water. It just has so many beautiful physical and health benefits. It can calm your system down so that you can rest and digest your food better. It's so good for insomnia. You can put a drop into your sleep blends, like if you're using lavender or bergamot, maybe you love petitgrain or vetiver, whatever your favorite oil is to use with for sleep, or your favorite essential oil blend is to diffuse for sleep. Go ahead and put 1 drop of Melissa. Now Melissa is going to be a very powerful oil, and you really don't need more than 1 drop. Okay, it is great to use in massage blends to get your circulation going. So, and it can also be so good for our heart health in helping to help balance out blood pressure. So you're going to get your circulation moving. So it's great to put on your hands, your feet, your legs, trying to get some more circulation. We all know where the blood flows, the healing goes, right? And so if you're trying to heal some aspect, you definitely want to get a little bit more circulation to that, and Melissa can help with it. Studies have shown that it's a very supportive oil in helping to balance out our cholesterol levels. So if you're having a concern about that, hop on to, I love going to aromaticscience.com, but you can also go to PubMed. That's my second favorite one, and just type in Melissa essential oil and cholesterol levels and see what pops up, and then do your own reading and diligence on that. You can use it internally or topically to reduce swelling and to reduce pain. It's great for headaches and migraines. You can just take a fraction of a drop, right? Just go like this, and then just put a little wherever you're feeling that tension. It's highly antiviral, so it's great to help fight all the gunk that sometimes goes around. It's nearing the end of August, which, oh my goodness, it's not. I'm a whole month ahead. We're just ending July. But when it does near the end of August and people are thinking about going back to school, you know how children tend to give things to one another and then to bring it home. So Melissa would be a beautiful oil to help diffuse in your home, just to try to stave off some of that gunk and junk that sometimes goes around. Melissa is very good at helping to balance. Are you hearing how I'm saying the word balance so many times? And that's because essential oils seem to have this intelligence that brings our bodies back into balance. So it's very good at helping to balance out our blood sugar. So if you tend to get cranky, if you haven't eaten too much, maybe keep first of all, keep some snacks, right? Healthy snacks around, but then maybe diffusing Melissa oil can help us get through those times when we still want to be emotionally stable and obviously physically stable until we can, grab something to eat. Melissa is beautiful for the skin. It's great at clarifying our complexions. You can use it on your face. You can use it on your body, just wherever you're having those issues. It's beautiful to help relieve menstrual cramps. And then it's also, the last physical benefit that I wanted to tell you is that it's also very good for vertigo. So for that, you can put, just like a drop behind your ears, on the back of your neck, or put 1 to 2 drops in water. Okay, so now we're going to be hopping on to the emotional benefits of Melissa essential oil. It's a very calming, steadying oil. It can help people who have suffered with shock or trauma. It can be helpful for people who have a tendency to suffer with panic attacks or even hysteria. Now, hysteria isn't a word that we really hear very much nowadays. It's more of an old-fashioned word, but it's just when people tend to become emotionally out of control, and which might flood their brain and help move them from their prefrontal cortex, where the thinking takes place, and I'm just going to call it like being in a flooded condition where your mind just is flooded with all sorts of maybe adrenaline or other hormones, and it's just not working right. Melissa, it can help bring us back into balance. Now, I love studying the mind and emotions, and 2 other tips I'm going to give you on this. If you tend to get flooded, here are my 2 best tips for you. One is to start counting your blessings. Like when those hard times hit and we can feel our mind just almost being hijacked, and starting our tempers to rise, or maybe it's our anxieties that's rising, the fear level, which again can hijack our brain. Here are my two best tips besides aromatherapy, and that is one, start counting your blessings. I know you probably heard this in church a million times, and your mom and dad have probably told you this many times too, but there's wisdom in this. Like science has shown that honestly, when we start counting our blessings, it starts to organize our brain again, bring us back to our prefrontal cortex, and we can get back to our rational thinking again. Now, another thing that also helps to organize our brain and bring us back to our prefrontal cortex is reading. So if times are getting stressed and you feel like those emotions rising again, your brain's starting to be hijacked, just excuse yourself if you can, and go just read a book. Read a book for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, until you can feel that sense of peace and calming coming back. And anyway, two things that I've learned over my years and through research and through reading and through following a lot on emotions that can help when our brains start becoming hijacked. And again, Melissa, it's a beautifully calming oil, grounding, and it can help us de-escalate things, situations. Beautiful oil to put on when emotions are starting to get heated in your home. It can help those who have heavy depression, heavy stress, just feel like there's a dark cloud hanging over them. It can, and maybe it's anxiety. It can help us release all that, let go of all that, and bring the happiness and joy back. It's a great oil to help us feel more hope and more faith in ourselves, in our family, in our situation, and in God. Melissa, because it's a common oil and it brings us back to our prefrontal cortex and our beautiful ability to think. It can help us let go of unwanted programming that we may not even be aware of. Maybe some self-sabotaging ways of thinking or acting that are pulling us down or are honestly sabotaging where we're trying to go. It can help us relax and think, why am I in this situation? Or is this something I even really believe? Like maybe someone's called you ugly when you were in 7th grade. Do we need to keep believing that one? No, I don't care who you are. We can let that one go. That does not serve anyone. Maybe someone called you stupid when you were in 3rd grade, or maybe you weren't put in the smartest group, and so you always thought of yourself as just a little bit less. Like, we can let those things go, and Melissa oil can be the beautiful oil to use to help us let those type of things go. You know, maybe spend some time journaling. What is the world telling me, and am I believing this? Does it serve me to believe this, right? Is it true? Anyway, Melissa can be a beautiful oil for those who are going through heartbreak. Maybe they've just broken up with their boyfriend or girlfriend that they loved. Maybe they were the ones that broke up because it just wasn't a healthy relationship, but they're still heartbroken over the way things happened. Maybe someone broke up with them. It's a great oil to use when people are going through divorce. A great oil to use when people have lost loved ones. It is profound in its support to help us know that everything is going to be okay. So, Melissa can allow us to sit back with the pain, to work through it. Melissa isn't going to be one that's going to say, okay, we're just going to ignore the pain, right? It's not going to be the one to shove the things into the closet or underneath the rug. We're going to be dealing with them. No, Melissa's going to be that one that says, I can deal with this. I am strong enough to deal with this. Melissa reminds you that you are strong enough to deal with things and to get through them and to become better on the other side of whatever life gives us. Melissa can help us look at our troubles and learn from them. I feel like because it's Melissa, it's like a name. I feel like I'm talking about some girl, but it's not. It's this beautiful essential oil made from leaves. Melissa is great at helping us overcome obstacles around us. Again, helping us see those obstacles for what they are, an obstacle, right? That we can climb over or go around or dig under or go some other way to get where we want to get. Melissa helps us relax, use our prefrontal cortex, and see that obstacles aren't stop signs. They're just a hey, I'm going to give you a little challenge here, but you're going to make it through. Melissa is a beautiful essential oil to help us remind us to relax and let our own selves remind us that we're going to get through this. Melissa can help us relax again using our brain to see the help that we already have here. See the help that our spouses are, the help that our children are, the help that our parents are, the help that our work associates are, and our religious community is, and organizations in the world are. If we will open our eyes, we will see help beyond measure. I believe that. Melissa helps us to feel more sociable and to be more sociable. So for those who might tend to be more domineering, okay? Oh, I think there's might be something sticky on this chair that's getting my hair. Anyway, for those who tend to be more domineering, it can help us calm down and hear and say things in a way that other people aren't, like, say things in a kind way, say things in a loving way. But it can also help us in our ability to hear what other people are saying. Calm down. Let's just all calm down and realize that my perspective matters and your perspective matters. My thoughts matter, your thoughts matter, my feelings matter, your feelings matter. And my game plans should be considered and your game plans should be considered too. Melissa is a beautiful oil to help us all relax and stick into things until we can come to beautiful solutions. If you're trying for a win-win solution, Melissa is a great oil to diffuse. Maybe just put it in your water as you're around the table talking about, hey, what's the solution to this, right? Okay, I want to read this because I love this one. Melissa is beneficial to emotionally sensitive people who do not respond well to pressure or who are easily upset, almost traumatized by the slightest confrontation. Do you have people like that in your life? I think that a lot more of us are more sensitive than we care to admit, but we are. It's easy to get our feelings hurt sometimes, and that's okay. That's okay. We can do things to nurture ourselves through that process. A lot of people who are very, very sensitive spend a lot of their lives trying to hold in their feelings so they won't be hurt, or holding in their ideas to prevent an argument. So living in this continual repression can create a lot of fear, right? You're not letting go of that fear. When I tell my needs and you respond kindly, I can let go of that fear that you're not going to hear me. But if I never tell my needs, I'm always going to be fearful. And this is the kicker. and I always might be a little bit resentful, even though I haven't told my needs. I always might be a little bit resentful, thinking how you would not satisfy them, right? I feel like there's too many living in the world who don't feel like they have a voice, or who don't take the chance to have a voice, not even taking a chance. So Melissa, it can help us calm down, help us rationalize, help us realize, you know what, if I need to let my ideas and needs be known if they're ever going to have a chance of being met. Melissa can be very supportive to individuals like that. And yes, some of them might not be met, but maybe one gets met and 9 don't. It's better than having 10 unmet. Maybe 5 get met and 5 don't. That's better than having none unmet. Maybe 9 will get met and 1 won't. That's still okay. It's still okay. It's still better than what was, right? Melissa, helping us to relax, to think about things, to find our voice, to say our voice, to listen, okay? Melissa, it's a great oil to use during hard times. It's great for those with post-traumatic stress disorder. It can promote feelings of compassion and love for life. So it's beautiful to blend with your floral oils, your lavender, geranium, rose, and neroli. It's beautiful. Remember that Melissa, even though it's a leaf, it has that lemony scent. That's what I was trying to say, that lemony scent. And so it's beautiful to blend with floral oils. Now, we didn't even talk about this, but Melissa, it comes from the leaf. What do we know about leaves, right? If you follow me, you know what leaves do. What do? They help our respiratory systems. The leaves are the things on the plants that help the plants to breathe. And so physically it's going to help for respiratory support, but emotionally it's going to help with sadness, just letting go of sadness. Chinese medicine thinks that we store sadness in our lungs, and Melissa can come and help release that, help clean it out, whatever you want to say, help open up our lungs and release the sadness and see the things that are happy in the world. Okay, it blends great with bergamot, ginger, or lemongrass, or cilantro. If you're going to try to balance out being heard and listening, not being domineering, but not being, someone who hides your feelings either, and your thoughts, right? Those things. So if you're working on balancing those out, blending with bergamot, ginger, lemongrass, or cilantro would be wonderful oils to blend them with. And then just if you're sick, this is my last tip when it comes to using Melissa. If you're sick and you have diffuser blends that you usually like, or you even have things that you love to use internally, Melissa will be a great essential oil to just add 1 drop of Melissa to whatever other immune support diffuser blend you're diffusing. 1 drop of Melissa to whatever other internal support you're using. It's going to be beautiful. Now, as I've put all my papers down, okay, I wanted to remind us that my song that I'm choosing for Melissa I think it's actually a reggae song. And it's just that don't worry about a thing, because every little thing's going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. You are strong. I was thinking of 2 songs. One is that song, Everything Little Thing's Going to Be All Right. And the other one is called Strong, just saying that life can happen and storms can rage, but we are strong and we will get through that. Melissa, again, is this beautiful oil. Don't worry. We're going to get through this. Okay. I'm just reminding you the affirmation for the Melissa oil, if you're trying to diffuse that one, use that one, is as I abandon old habits and choose new positive ones, obstacles fall away, and I feel love success and fulfillment raining down on me in great measure, which brings me joy. Okay, that's my shout out on Melissa. Now I'm going to take a break. You take a break. Go do whatever you need to do. We're going to post this up for you to listen to at your leisure. But remember, the BOGO is only good for today. So when you buy the Melissa, you get the free Roman chamomile and the free yellow mandarin essential oils. You're going to love all three. I'm diffusing the combination right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful combination. Okay, so this is Susanna Williams with Essential Oils Health. Essential Oils Health Matters and Living the Wholesome Life, reminding us all that we have the incredible ability with God to make every day a great day. And hold on, as my son is going to hit the stop button, to me, that's what Melissa says. Melissa says, whatever happens, we will get through this and we will make it a great day. Bye-bye.